I'm Chelsea Zaccato.
And I'm Natalie Heacock.
And this is Lumber Slingers.
Each podcast, we will be bringing you relevant and useful industry information, including interviews with top lumber professionals and discussion of current events in the industry.
Whether it be lumber grading, industry and market trends, or who's who in lumber, we hope to extend your current tally on industry knowledge.
Trent, it's Lumber Slingers.
Hi.
Just need to bring some energy today.
I know, right? Seriously. Like,
A little Friday
yeah,
in the
so
house.
dreary. It's a little dreary around here, too. It's not raining, but it's got overcast. So it's like that kind of energy sucking weather right now. It's like,
The sun is out, and I was excited, and I looked at the weather, and it was like, farewell. It's going to rain for the next 3 days.
You're like, oh, yeah, I forgot. I live in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, whoops. We've
Who
had
would've
like
thought?
a very light rain situation.
Well, see, now that we're in baseball mode, it's like, I don't like rain because that means no baseball. So I'm like, looking, we're supposed to have rain overnight. And I'm like, hopefully it's not a lot because I don't want to get rained out at 10:30 tomorrow morning.
We're like almost done with our season.
What?
Yeah. We start
No
like
way.
All-Stars next.
Wow, we just started in April, and in the end of April, I should say, was opening day, and then we go to till the end of June for this season. Then the fall ball starts in the beginning of August.
Oh, wow.
But we're getting in the intense, deep part of the year for Quinn and her activities because it's like school ends, and the worst part about school ending because ends next Wednesday, which is not cool because when you have school, it's like every day during the day is the same, but
Right.
during the summer with Cam, she's in different types of camps at times. So it's like every day is different. And I don't like that.
You guys get out so early in Chicago.
In Chicago, well, next year we're not because they're starting later and we're getting out later. And then school starts earlier because of bus situations. So like it's really going to mess up my mornings because like I've had them down for the past couple of years. Now it's like, actually, you got to get there 25 minutes earlier. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Just when you get it, it always changes.
Yeah, it's super fun.
Guess what I did yesterday?
No clue.
I went to the Oregon Women in Lumber 2026 Summit.
That was yesterday? No way.
It was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I went and grabbed the cute little pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Here's our sponsor list. Hampton.
Awesome.
Here's
Boom.
Patrick Lumber.
Love it. Love it.
Got IWP on here, PAR, Weyerhaeuser, Ofree, and then new Brown & Brown insurance sponsor. Crazy.
Cool. Very nice.
So it was really great. I didn't have nothing to do with this. So when I say we, not me,
The collective we.
collective we, as in a lady that attended. They had Crystal Govan with FEA came and did a housing and lumber markets update. So that was nice. And then they had a lady named Marley Williams do Leading Fully Charged, Harness the Power of Energy Intelligence to Navigate Change with Confidence. And it was really freaking good. It was like, you hear all this stuff and you know what you're supposed to do, but it was just a good refresher. And it was only a half day. And it was a really great event. So I think there was just about 100 ladies there. And my favorite part about this event is that you have people who are in Romeos and you have people who are in high heels. And it's literally for every part of the sector. Everybody.
How often do they have it? It's an annual thing, correct?
It's an annual thing. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it was a great event. And they have a happy hour at the end and a couple little working sessions. It's just kind of gets you back on the right path of like, all right, got to protect my energy. And my favorite part that she mentioned was like, people keep talking about like managing time and like, they're like, I'm going to color code my calendar. I got to manage my time. Why am I so exhausted? And it's like, it's not about managing your time. It's about managing your energy. Like who's taking your energy, who's giving you energy? How do you get more? So I highly recommend. Apparently this gal, Marley, has a podcast, which I haven't checked out yet. So I do want to check that out and just kind of get little tidbits. So yeah, it was really great. So shout out to those ladies who do that. Terry Haddock and I think there's one more, but it's not on this. So sorry for the last person who helps.
We can put it in the notes for the episode.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, we'll put it in the notes of the episode. Anyways, it was great. And we had 6 or 7 Patrick Lumber ladies. Hampton had a ton of ladies there, which was great. So
Is it downtown Portland where they have it at, or?
yeah, well, it's been It's the third year and it's the third location, and it was at the Lloyd Center Hilton, which is where the PWLA luncheon is at. So
Okay.
same room if you
Yep.
go to that.
You're like, I know this room.
Yeah,
This is my room.
this is my room. I'm here every December. Yeah, last year was World Forestry Center, and the year before that was McMinimans.
Yep. Oh, yes, yes. And which one? The one? Because there's a couple of them, aren't there?
I think it was Kennedy School.
Is that the one that used to be the school, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I went to that one when I visited. That was really cool. We actually got a T-shirt there. Well, yeah. I love that place. We just heard of it. I think when we got there, people told us about like you got to go there, so we went there, and that was a really fun idea. I don't know. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I forgot to mention there was a panel, and the panel was great. Okay, it was moderated by Amy Davidson, who is corporate counsel for Hampton, and then on the panel was I'm literally going to butcher these names, so I'm just going to go
Yeah,
for
welcome
it.
to my world.
Yeah, Kelly Caudill, who is general manager, Par Lumber in Newburgh. Katie LaValle, who is corporate tax director at Hampton and is hilarious. She's so funny. I didn't get to meet her afterwards, but I really want to be her friend. So I'm manifesting it because she's so funny. And then Andrea, I don't know how to say her last name, Terralot. And she's with Freris. And I feel like everyone knows Andrea because she's freaking amazing. And yesterday she was like, yeah, I've been in the industry for 3 years. I was like, 3 years? I was like, I've known you for 10 years. How is that possible?
Yeah,
Like, how,
that's not
like, when you
possible.
meet someone and you're like, I've known you forever,
Yeah.
truly, it's only been 3 years.
No way. Are you serious?
Well, sorry, at Freris.
Okay.
But
Okay.
she
Okay.
had other experience prior. But I've only known her for 3 years. And that's
It
all that
seems like it's been
matters.
a lot longer than that. I'm with you. Like, I don't get to see her that much in person. I saw her at a recent show, and she's so nice.
I love her.
So nice.
And talk about somebody who has good freaking energy. I want to be
Mhm.
around her more because I want her energy level.
Well, it's good because you're right. Because you're around people who have good energy. You kind of can able to feed off that then.
Yeah, the panel had great energy. They did a fantastic job. So, good event.
What was the panel all about then? Like the or was it just kind of about multiple different things? Like was there like
Tell
a
you
general
what.
overarching topic about it?
Yes, thank you for asking. Built to last, managing your energy in the moments that matter.
Okay. So it's still a similar theme then. That was kind of the theme
Mhm.
of the event this year then.
Was energy, your
Okay.
energy. Yeah, it was great. I
So
wanna
you
go back.
highly recommend.
Highly
2 thumbs
recommend.
up.
2 thumbs up. Yes. Yes. So anyways, that's what I've been up to.
Awesome. And Mother's Day was good for you?
Yes, Mother's Day was great. Shout out to my children and my husband. They did a fantastic job. And I laid in bed, I laid by the pool. The weather turned around, which was great, and it was a great day. How about you?
Yep, just we basically was very low key also, just did whatever Anne wanted to do, which is kind of the whole point of it. You know, it's wonderful. It's low key, got some breakfast, went over to families, made some steaks and everything, and it was just pretty low key across the board. We were thinking about going to the zoo, but it was such a nice day out. Whenever there's a nice day, especially early in the season, it's a cluster
Get
there.
it.
And she's not a big fan of the huge crowds like that. So it was like that is not what was she was not digging that idea anymore. So we're like, all right, I was like, I don't care what we do. I'm doing whatever you tell me where to go. I'm going there. That's my job today. Just make your life easy and relaxing.
Yes. But, like, do you think it's weird that I try not to be, like, too demanding on Mother's Day because then I know that Father's Day is coming?
Yeah. But I don't know, like, I feel like Father's Day gets shafted, and this is not just me talking from a dad, maybe I am, but it's just like across the board, I'm very jaded because like at school, for example, like they made for Mother's Day this awesome booklet where it's like, I love my mom because of this. They made a little coaster thing like that. And I'm like, I know school's in session for Father's Day, but I was like, it's coming up soon. You could preemptively do something. They never do anything. Like, so like Father's Day comes in like for my family, it's good, but it's like I feel like it's not as high on the level as Mother's Day, which, to be fair, I get it. You know, I mean, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I mean, my husband's just, like, probably nicer than me, so he's not, like, super demanding.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm like,
usually,
"I want breakfast in bed, I want drinks delivered to me, I wanna be carried on an elephant around." No, I'm just kidding.
well, I think the concept is kind of similar, though. Honestly, for what I speak when I speak with a lot of like moms beforehand, they're like, "What do you want to do?" Like nothing. Like I feel like that's what a lot of times it's dads happen. It's like nothing, or on the opposite side, it's like I have something specific I've been wanting to be able to do, but I've been too busy to do it by doing other things. So can I focus on X, Y, Z, which is enjoyable? Like maybe it's like, hey, I want to actually do work outside, but it's something that's makes me happy, kind of a thing, you know. So kind of just being able to have the freedom to concentrate on something or nothing is what the I've spoken with a lot of my other fellow dads about, you know, so but I think there's a lot of commonality though.
Hello,
So
dads.
Yes. Hello, dads. Like me, I'm similar to what you do. I'm just like, I just kinda like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of stuff, like, as long as Quinny is just like says Happy Father's Day, like, that's all I really care about. The rest of it's like, whatever. Same with birthdays, birthdays are I think I like Father's Day more than my birthday now. Because Father's Day, I'm, like, proud of. My birthday, I'm not proud of anymore. I'm like, "I'm not proud of getting older." Like, I don't please don't remind me. Like, let's like, Father's Day is much more fun for me because 'cause I'm like, that's the coolest thing. I mean, that's the
It is
thing
a
I'm
cool
probably the
thing.
most proud of, so
Yeah. That's a sweet way to think about it. I like that, Trent.
so what happens when you get a receding hairline and gray hair too.
Oh my gosh. Get out of here. No one can even see it till you point it out.
That you can see the shine over there. You're like it's not too bright in here, otherwise it's just like ding. It's like having glitter in my hair almost because it's so gray. It just reflects off. It's terrible. But
It's
no,
good
like I
that you're
said,
shining.
I am shiny. I'm like it's like a homage to Moana. I'm shiny.
Yes. I love it. Well, no Chels today, so we have no one to segue us into the news. I guess I have to do the segue.
Yes. Was that your
So, how about
segue?
that news? Yeah. Did you like it?
Like, how about that news? I like that one. Well, how about that news? That's a really good segue.
Thank you. I've been practicing. Just kidding. I haven't.
No, it was a pretty busy week of some, news coming out. We're across the board, personnel changes, mergers, acquisitions, obviously more financials coming out and things of that nature. So the thing I find that was kind of the most interesting is there was two acquisitions that were made this week and they were very similar. So let's get into that. Yesterday, or I'm sorry, the day before, USLBM announced that they had acquired Carolina's Builders Supply Company, which is located in Lancaster, South Carolina.
Surprise, surprise, in the Carolinas.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we haven't heard from them since I want to say January or so, because for a while they were doing boom, boom, boom. I mean, they kind of get in some of
Hmm.
these times where there's like a bunch that just come out all at once. So, kind of be more slow and steady at this point. But the one thing I thought that was really funny is that, and this happened a few days, I want to say like maybe a couple days before, but it just started hitting the news wires that I saw more recently is Southeast Building Supply Interests. So they expanded their Tennessee presence with the acquisition of Builder Supply Company. I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, come again? So this one in Tennessee, though.
Well, that's
So
confusing.
right? This is from, Tullahoma, Tennessee, so but and they have one more site also there in, Monteagle, Tennessee also. But I thought it was kind of funny that, like, right there in the course of a week, you have 2 companies being acquired with,
With the
like,
same name.
literally the exact same name.
Crazy.
So, like, as I was thinking about it, I was like, I wonder since US OEMs came out later, if like they saw that press release and like, oh, we got to change a few things to make sure people know this is different. It's not confusing. Hence the fact they put in Carolinas in there. Like, I wonder if this would have come out the end of April if it would have been USLBM acquired Builder Supply, Builder Supply
Yeah.
Company. So just a little
Yeah.
nerdy M&A thing. So I thought that was kind of fun.
Fun fact, USLBM is the largest privately owned full line distributor of specialty building materials in the United States.
Yes, they are massive, and I mean, when you look at just all the I guess you could say brands at this point in time under them, the different names that they've kind of merged into them, it's crazy. I mean, it's just the list is so long, like so long. So, like we could spend a whole podcast just listing the literal names, not even talking about where they're located at. It's happened since I want when they come out. They started 2009 or something like that. I think it was like it's happened over the course of like 15 years or something like that. So I mean, it's been one of the most interesting ones to watch, just from where they started at to where they're at now.
Wow.
So, in a similar vein, though, of more mergers and acquisitions, RK Miles announced that they'd acquired Varney and Smith Lumber Company, which is located in Manchester Center, Vermont. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's where RK Miles, I'm sorry, is Lisbon, New Hampshire, is where Varney and Smith Lumber Company is located. My bad. I apologize. I always think it's fun, like, when you see these mergers and acquisitions of where these companies are located, because it's like they have some really fun names for cities. I mean, this one just reminded me like the Manchester Center. It's like you see a lot of names that are from other foreign countries that have like capitals. Like there's like a Paris, Tennessee, I want to say, and stuff like that. There's Warsaw, Indiana. So it's kind of fun just to see all these different names and it's like that, cities have been named after that. It's like you're like, oh, there's a lot of homages to European countries.
Yes. Or there's like, Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine. Why did that happen? So
Yeah.
annoying.
But at least they're on the opposite side of the country, so that helps a little bit.
Yes.
Which one came first, I wonder? No.
Yeah.
To transition to one of Chelsea's favorite things in the world that she's gonna miss, headshot time. uh Do It Best Group. They announced that Nick Talrico has been appointed as Chief Operating Officer of the Do It Best Group as a whole.
That's a nice headshot.
Yes, I like that one. And I
I
like
like
the
the
tie. I'm not
tie.
gonna lie. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
tie's good.
Huge fan of the tie. Huge fan of that one. So go Nick and congrats.
Congratulations to Nick.
And another fun headshot that we have is Coppers announced that they had they had appointed. See, I'm on this M&A thing, man. I've been looking at this all week. The appointment of Eric Brenner as the CFO and treasurer.
I feel like that name is familiar. I don't know why.
See, that's funny that you say that because I thought so too. But when I was like reading about this, it's like his most recent company he worked for was Nova Chemicals Corporation, and I was like, that's not
No.
what I was thinking. So, but I'm 100% with you. It was really funny because I was like, have I seen this name before or something very similar to this before? But yeah, I guess it's just fictional in my mind. My mind's
He's a
playing.
CPA,
Yep, get
fellow
close to your heart.
CPA, close to my heart.
You guys have a CPA handshake that you do?
Yeah, it's a special. It's like, what they do at frats, but for CPAs. Yeah, it used to be like a special thing with like pocket protectors, but those really went out of style. So
What are
we
you
just switched to
talking about?
handshakes.
Those have always been cool and they always will be cool. I
We
mean,
actually
there
do
was
like we actually like bring our 10 keys with us. We like do like a little code in our 10 key. Doot, doot. Oh, and they're like, oh, cool, you're in.
oh my gosh. I still have like some of those old like the straight calculators, like the solar powered ones, because they're really cool. I like having those ones. And I just always remember like back when I was in high school, you're never gonna have a calculator in your pocket. Okay, teacher. Well, you were wrong.
Yes, we do.
If you
Sure
were
do.
wrong there, buddy. And even back then, technically I had a calculator in my pocket. So, yeah, you were wrong on both ends.
Yes.
So to pivot to results, the one I was wanting to highlight is the one that most recently came out, which is Interfor. They came out late yesterday after the market closed. So they announced the results for the first quarter, excuse me, of 2026, which they recorded a net loss of 63.3 million, which is compared to a net loss of 104.6 million at the end of the fourth quarter of 2025, or the net loss of 35.1 in the same quarter in 2025.
Mm.
So it was interesting to read some of the highlights and things like, one thing that I thought was interesting is when they were talking about the lumber shipments, they said they had lumber shipments of 806 million board feet, which is approximately 6% lower than lumber production, which resulted in 52 million board feet increase in inventory volume during the quarter. And when you start like kind of looking at more, they did bring up a couple of times the aspect of how like oil or gas prices is affecting them now and or is in the outlook they talked about that as well, like how they said oil price fluctuations are expected to drive ongoing volatility in end use demand, logistics, and costs and raw material purchases. And it also said they also could potentially hinder offshore imports from Europe. So
I'm glad that they talk about that because it's like, okay, lumber shipments were down, but why? Like on purpose, on accident? Was it a pricing thing?
well, they talked about how they benchmark prices they had rebounded in the first quarter, they had some upward momentum as well in the outlook. So like, I mean, they kind of basically hit on what we've spoken about previously about how there's just a lot of volatility and variability on what's going to happen right now. So, across the world for multiple different aspects. So, I mean, all things considered, I mean, it wasn't a terrible quarter by a long shot, I'd say for them. I mean, I think it's been an interesting first quarter across the board from everyone I've been reading, depending on where they're at in the supply chain or, even some people that are some ancillary kind of supply service ones as well. So I like we've talked about, Q2 is going to be very, very telling, I feel like.
Interesting. They list their refund they're going to get 5.2 million US.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then, but they also list that they're expecting to pay 73 million US in the second half of the year.
Yep. They're saying they had the duty rates for combined all of the rate of 24.83 for the review, which ended December 31st, 24.
Wow.
Yeah.
2017, we just thought it'll be a couple of years. We'll get a resolution. Here we are.
Here we are. Here we are.
26.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just about 10 years.
Yep. Craziness. And all of a sudden get the pandemic thrown in there, was
Yes.
crazy, you
That was
know.
crazy.
So hopefully that's behind us. Hopefully we have no more pandemics, like no more, the Hanta doesn't turn into a pandemic part two.
The Hanta is literally haunting me. So,
Yeah. Yeah. So, yep. Yeah. Punt on that
so
one.
what are mortgage rates doing? Back
They
up.
are averaging at 6.36. So they went down just a touch when they were at 6.37 last week.
Oh,
So when you say
wow.
inch
Crazy
down, it's like,
volatility. Just kidding.
so they say inch down, but it's like, isn't there something you can use smaller? It's like, can they millimeter down?
Yeah, it's definitely not an inch. It's like a breath.
Yeah. But I mean, the one plus side is they didn't go up. So I mean, that counts. I mean, that's something, gotta look for it where you can, right?
Yes. In the talk yesterday from FEA, she was talking about how because everyone has sub 3% rates that they are expecting the R&R market to increase substantially because people aren't going to move, but they're going to want to R&R.
Nope. I 100%.
I couldn't help myself.
That's funny. Sorry, it made me laugh. They're gonna want R&R.
R&R.
I mean, I think that biasly, that's very accurate because that's, I mean, literally exactly where I'm at right now. I mean, we're at below 3%, and it just, and also, I mean, that's not even taking into account the fact that at least where we're at, home prices have basically doubled too. So, I mean, it's just, it's the perfect storm for people like similar to my situation, which I talk to a lot of people that, across the spectrum, in the local area, houses, how big they are, small they are, that they're feeling the same thing. So it's like there's only one thing you want to do if you want to quote improve, your living situation. You either expand where you're at, renovate inside, outside stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of the only logical choice in the short term, at least.
Yeah. I mean, which is not a bad choice.
No, and and it's helpful for at least that sector, which I mean, I think can be helpful for the industry as a whole because there's basically everything going on. I mean, like if you look at someone like myself who would consider, like adding on, I mean, it's not obviously as big as a house, but you're looking at some of the similar components just on a much smaller scale.
Hmm. Yes.
And so, yeah, it's a tough market for that aspect, but I mean, the crazy thing is, it's funny because when you look back, like historically, I know it's not apples to apples. It's like when you look at mortgage rates or from like when our parents were growing up, like they like 6.36, they'd be like, "That's amazing,"
Hmm.
But again, the house prices were substantially lower, so that's the
Right.
big driver here. I mean, even 6.3, if my house price was similar to what it was when I bought it, would be palatable, But when you're looking at a double, then you're like, I'm good.
Yeah. I drove by some townhouses yesterday, and
Yesterday?
it said that, it was, like, starting in the low 300,000s, and I was like, "Wow, I bought my first house, like, standalone, three-bedroom, brand new house for, like, 260,
Mhm,
and you can get a townhouse now for low 300,000s.
mhm. Yep.
Wild."
No, it's, I mean, I've told this before. I think, I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but like our same house is listed on the other side of the same model that we have, like almost exact same. I mean, these are older houses too. So, I mean, but same exact layout and floor plan for literally almost double what we paid for, like a block over. And that's been, what has it been? We moved in, this will be 10 years. So, I mean, I mean, that's not normal
No, it's
at
insane.
all,
It's totally insane.
so again, renovate
Yeah.
and remodel.
R&R.
Them R&Rs. R&R'ing all day. Oh, goodness gracious. So on the mortgage aspect as well, the mortgage applications, they increased 1.7% from the previous week. So, I mean, it's kind of what we expect. I mean, you're not seeing anything crazy when you're not seeing anything crazy, any swings on the mortgage rate. So, I mean, it's, if the mortgage rates were lower at the time we're at in the year now, it would be bonkers. Like if we were close to that 6% again, or like say it would have dipped below 6 now, being at least how the weather is out now. Oh my gosh, I have to imagine it'd be crazy because I mean, this is like, at least for me, like around here, prime moving time. I mean, you're seeing all the
Mhm.
for sale signs come up around here across the board. So,
Right. School's almost out, summertime's great weather, time to move.
yep.
Everything is flat, I feel like, though. Like, rates are flat, applications are flat, lumber prices moved a breath as well.
Well, they're pretty much flat. They're down 0% or $2 from the previous week, and they're down 0% or $1 from a month ago. So, I mean, it's, I guess you could say stability, for, so to speak, is the name of the game right now. So, I mean, not a lot of movement. I mean, it's the biggest movement we've seen over the past like couple months has really been like the gas prices.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, that's been the biggest thing that I've seen, that kind of is directly impacting a lot of these things. But even that, I mean, they've been kind of somewhat stabilized now at the higher amounts, at least around here. So yeah, it's just like I feel like it's like a weird waiting period right now. If there's nothing major happening, it's like looking for like the next shoe to drop of wherever that is. Any
Mhm.
whatever area that is.
Yep. You just never know.
But I mean, I will say, back to our thing. I mean, when I look around, I do see a lot of construction, but it's not new construction around here. I mean, I haven't seen too much new construction in the suburb areas that I'm at in the Chicagoland. I mean, there was previously, but I haven't been seeing nearly as much. But a lot of work still being done. I mean, there's no shortage of work. I mean, my mom's getting a new roof, for example, today. So I mean, people are getting stuff done still. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Getting it done. Well, speaking of getting it done, it's time to go so I can get some things done. That was good, huh?
boom! Look at that transition. See, you're
Boom.
all about these. Nailed
Yeah.
it. Two for
Well,
two.
see you next week.
All right. Have a good one.